Hey, what's up everybody, this is Mike. Welcome back to another video, and today we'll test the range of the DJI FPV drone. In my first couple of flights I was not really impressed by the range I got. However, I was flying in urban areas where probably the signal is not ideal anyway, so today I'm on a large open field where I plan to test the signal strength. And keep in mind, I'm using the CE version of the drone, meaning that I'm probably going to fly at 25 milliwatts. For the most part. I know the drone can be hacked to fly in FCC mode. However, I'm just running the stock settings that come on the DJI FPV drone. I'm not going to switch to anything and to do anything sketchy. I'm just going to use it in its original form as it's meant to be used, and I'm really interested to know what range I'm going to get. So without any further ado, let's begin. All right, here we go. We are in M mode, ready to take off. And we're off. So I'm going to cruise at about 20 to 30 meters of an altitude, and we have 22 satellites. We're 200 meters away already. And I'm in M mode because I want to have full control over the tilt and how the drone flies. Right now we're about 500 meters already. We have 90% battery, 22 satellites, everything seems to be fine. And I'm just going to keep the altitude at about 20 to 30 meters, maybe increase it a little bit more. And we're already at about 900 meters. That's a lot more than I would usually go with one of my FPV drones, so that's great. Just passed 1 kilometer, 87% battery left. And yeah, I'm getting some breakup in my goggles, but the drone is still flying. So I'll probably go a little bit more just to see if we pass those trees, and to see what's going to happen. 1.5 kilometers already. I think here we'll probably lose some signal soon. 1.7 kilometers, 23 satellites, 40 meters of height. Two kilometers. And I'm getting some very strong, I lost my image. My goggles are all black. Alright, so I'm currently editing the video and I want to jump in with some extra information, as I noticed that when the drone fail-safed at about, I would say, 2.2 kilometers away, it completely lost all signal. It lost signal in the goggles, they were completely black, you couldn't do or see anything, and also the radio was not responding to my commands as well. So when that happens, you lose all signal between the radio and the drone, the goggles, and this is where the recordings also stopped. So the recording on the SD card of the drone and also the recording on the SD card of my goggles, they both stopped at the time where I lost signal because of that failsafe. Unfortunately, that means that I do not have footage from the way back to my home point. Maybe I was just preoccupied with what the drone is doing and I didn't notice that it stopped recording. However, I will just cut to my live reactions of me receiving the drone back to me and getting it back safely, so you can see what's going on, and then I'll meet you back for my final thoughts on this range test situation. So I see that the drone is coming back to its home point. It was just over 2 kilometers away when it lost signal, and it just initiated the fail-safe procedure, which is to get to 50 meters, which is my return to home altitude. And now it's in N mode, meaning it's stabilized. It's returning back to me at about 14 meters per second. And it doesn't follow the exact path of my flight. It's returning from the other side of the road, but it's returning. And I still have 70% battery, 23 satellites. It's approaching me. It's now 1 kilometer away. But that's really impressive personally for me, because when I fly FPV I never go too far anyway. I know this drone can do a lot more, and I think the forest that I went over was the issue. The signal was blocked by the forest and all of these trees, so maybe that was the reason. But right now I feel pretty confident with this drone. Even if you lose signal, it will just get to the altitude that you have selected in your goggles, which for me is 50 meters, and then it will just return back to you safely. So 400 meters away, and I see the home point very close to the drone. It's approaching, and let's see what's going to happen when the drone gets a little bit closer. I suppose it's going to just hover. And here I am next to the car. I already hear the drone, and here it is. It's right here. So my final thoughts on this range test. I would say that I'm okay with the range itself, which is about 2.2 kilometers, like I said. It's not spectacular in terms of range because DJI advertises up to 6 kilometers and up to 10 kilometers in FCC areas. Here in Europe it's up to 6, and it really depends on the location, also in the interference, the obstacles, and of course it's very individual depending on how you fly and where you fly as well. So 2.2 kilometers is not amazing, however it's still more than what I would usually get with a regular 5-inch quadcopter, and unless you have GPS installed on your FPV drone, it will not return to home in a similar way. It will just drop down to the ground. So having this smart return to home feature is giving me a great peace of mind, knowing that even if I'm above water, for example, I will still be able to regain back my signal and my control over the drone, and I will not lose it in a similar way that I've lost another drone already. So I'm quite happy to see how this Mavic technology, I would call it, is now implemented in this FPV drone from DJI. And yeah, I'm just a little bit more comfortable with how this drone reacts to fail-safes and to loss of signal. So unless you have a lot of obstacles around you, this fail-safe will really save you and help you not lose or crash your drone. So overall, I'm quite happy. I know many people are able to push this drone a lot further than 2.2 kilometers. And if you're one of them, please let me know in the comment section below. Let me know how much distance were you able to get with your FPV drone. I'm really interested to know. But other than that, this is everything that I have for you today. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like on today's video if you have enjoyed it, and subscribe for more content like this one. This is Mike from Drone Supremacy. Take care everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Ciao.